point I've realized within myself recently is that I'm constantly justifying my actions to the outside world, who's ever listening, which means I'm constantly justifying my actions, my way of life to myself, which means I'm constantly seeking justification, that I, for some reason, need to justify what I'm doing, my life right now, what I'm participating in. And I just realized it in my writing. That's one point, justification. And I'll look at that right now. Why do I need to justify participating in life? Why do I need to justify examining life? Why do I need to justify questioning life, researching it, and being interested in life? Why do I need to justify associating myself with destiny? And that's another point. I notice how I say destiny. It's a good question. Why am I constantly seeking to justify myself? Even in my writing, I notice that when I respond to people, I respond in such high-end writing as to make it clear that I'm well educated, let's put it that way, and capable of making my own decisions. Make it clear that I don't have to listen to other people necessarily. I'm in a position where it's not necessary. Why am I still justifying? Why do I still have to do that? That's what I'm going to write about today, this evening, or when I get a chance, next time I get a chance, justifying myself. Why do I feel the need to justify myself, my actions, where I'm going, which I don't even know, and what I'm doing. On the point, it's a little more simple to identify within my writing. I was responding to a friend of mine the other day, Dennis. I still call him a friend. He's one of the few people in this world that I've actually really told him what I thought about him. I told him he was a mean bastard. And I still think he is, on the outside. On the inside, he's quite kind. But in my response to something he said, I lectured. And I use these words, and well written, but it's a lecture. It wasn't actually designed to actually respond from myself what I'm actually doing. It was more designed to demonstrate that I know what I'm doing based on academic skills or something like that, based on the ability to write well, which I realize isn't equal to my speaking ability. Writing ability is much higher than my speaking ability, but I talked about that last time. Not yet living what I'm trying to speak. Therefore, the spoken word is unequal. But hopefully, they'll catch up eventually. So, within my writing, within my responding to people, within my writing, I'm going to make an effort to not lecture people, to not demonstrate, let's just get out and say it, to not demonstrate my education level, but instead write straight from me, which I guess will bring out the vulnerabilities in me, those points that I need to address. So that's what I'm going to do. From now on, within writing, I'm going to bring out the weaknesses in me, the vulnerabilities in me. I don't know if that will mean necessarily changing my writing style, but I'm going to bring that out. With the point regarding justification of what I'm doing, I realize that has something to do with the ego. That has something to do with wanting others to recognize that I'm going in the right direction, so that I'm supported. It's justification. It's the ego seeking support for itself. And I'm not exactly sure how to stop that. I think it has to do with writing self-forgiveness on that. But I've kind of done that, and I got to do some more of it. But the point that I'm going to making today, main point that I'm making today, is that from now on, within my writings, blogging, I'm going to write out my vulnerabilities, write out my weaknesses. Again, I don't know if that'll change my writing style. I enjoy writing a certain way. I enjoy writing so that the words rhyme, are easy to read, they bounce around, make points. I enjoy that, but I'm not absolutely certain that that is the most effective way to bring out the points that I need to work on, those points of weakness. And I've got a lot of them down there, and bringing them out is the only way to get rid of them. In order to stand, become stronger, become more stable, part of it is actually letting go of those points of weakness, those points that lead to instability. Okay, so in my writing, I'm going to get out those vulnerabilities, those weaknesses, bring them out, expose myself, in other words, more. Within the context of constantly justifying myself. Again, I'm all set and ready to start justifying, talking about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I know I've got to stop that. I'm not quite sure how to do that yet, though. How to not require, not seek justification. But I'm going to work on that. 2 points which I'm going to focus on in the immediate future. Writing out my weaknesses, my vulnerabilities, fears, exposing myself. In other words, not trying to lecture so much. I realize that really doesn't work. Again, the starting point is all wrong for me to actually lecture people. And the second point is dealing with this need to constantly justify myself, dealing with seeking justification, recognition from others. So those are the points I'm going to work on within the next in the near future until I see that I've stopped them. That's a lot of points. Okay, that's it.